What is up, Nerf Nation? I'm Naptown Nerf, and this is an unboxing and review of the Nerf Zombie Strike REVOLTINATor. Alright, you guys, so Zombie Strike is branching into a new realm with a flywheel power blaster. Yes, I know it's just a Strife reshell, but it's a pretty darn cool one. I mean, we get some pretty cool gimmicks with this blaster, and I will show you those right now because they're pretty darn sweet. We get some lights and sounds with the firing trigger here. So that's pretty sweet, and my favorite is the Rev trigger feature. Here we go. That's pretty sweet, and again. So I think that's pretty cool, and I cannot actually wait to hopefully find some time to paint this thing up and make it pretty sweet looking, but I'm sure many others will get to that before me, but this is definitely going to be cool to see what people do with this because I think it's the perfect blaster for a really cool mod. But let's get on with the review. I didn't pick this up when I first saw it available at Target online because I have a lot of Strifes. It's just a Strife reshell and probably won't perform quite as well because of the longer barrel. But this thing looked really cool, and Target had a buy two get one sale, so I went ahead and picked some blasters up, mainly just to review for you guys on the channel. So if you think that it's awesome that I'm reviewing this blaster, please leave me a like. It would greatly help out the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. So we get a lot of things that they're trying to advertise here on the box, but nothing really too important. I love how they're trying to make you use only Nerf official darts, and I would highly recommend probably not using Nerf official darts unless you just have a bunch of them and you don't really care about performance. So let's check out the back of the box real quick, see if there's anything interesting there. Just have a picture of the blaster. It does come with an 18 round mag, which is awesome. They don't do that very often, so that's really cool. And yeah, let's go ahead and crack this thing open. Alright, so you get your REVOLTINATor, your pretty cool 18 round magazine, 18 Zombie Strike Elite darts, and some instructions. Okay, you guys, let's go over the features of the blaster real quick, the pros and the cons. So, grip, very small, very tight, very cramped. It's just not the most comfortable grip. I mean, most people probably with smaller hands will be okay with it. If you're a bigger person like me or even bigger than me, maybe not so much. I have thin fingers, and even my finger feels pretty tight in that hole there. The finger gap between the rev trigger and the mag release is pretty narrow, and there is just not a whole lot of room in the thumb hole stock here, and this is hitting the palm of my hand, so it's just cramped. The stock is a little short, but definitely not terrible. I mean, it's relatively comfortable. It's a little slick back here because they didn't put any sort of, you know, detail or anything back there to keep it like from sliding off your shoulder, so that could happen, although it doesn't feel too bad right now. There is some pretty cool detailing up here on the top of the blaster. This looks like it should be like an ammo counter or something. I don't know if that's what it's trying to represent, or like a, I don't know, it says Nerf, no zombies. It has like a battery indicator on the right side and like a Wi-Fi indicator on the left or something like that. I don't know, it's pretty cool. My hand is already cramping up just holding on to this blaster, so that is definitely not a good thing. It just feels really tight there, like I can't stretch it out. But overall, the detailing of this blaster is really cool. We have some batteries here. You know, we have this light up feature here, which is really cool. Cording kind of here. You know, your big, you know, power symbol there. These little guys that light up, although they're just on this side, unfortunately. This side of the blaster has some things, but unpainted, just not the greatest. But a paint job would go a long way with this blaster, so I'm sure we'll see quite a few of those. We do have our jam door here, which is pretty cool. A little sliding door there. That's pretty awesome. We have a tactical rail on top here, and underneath here, this is also a carry handle, which is pretty neat. so you can put your sight there, and actually I feel like that is a really good spot for it, because if it was down here, this would block it. So that's nice. We do have an in-strike attachment point on the front there, so if you want to put some sort of attachment and make this even longer. I know Nerf has come out with some zombie strike attachments that are pretty cool, so you can throw one of those on there. But yeah, there is this see-through or hole area here, I guess, which is pretty neat, and I think that's a really nice design choice. The foregrip here is where the batteries go also, so it comes with batteries, but you can undo that screw, and I believe it takes 4 AA batteries. Obviously, we have a pretty cool 18 round magazine. I went ahead and loaded it up with those 18 darts. It is a bit thicker than your normal 18 round magazines. At least, you know, obviously this part's gonna be the same, but from the part that leaves the magwell down, it's a little thicker. The part that you can see through to see into the darts is completely hollow, so you know, dirt and dust and stuff can get into there, but you know, definitely gives it a cool look, and then has some nice other features like, you know, nuts and bolts, and definitely goes well with the blaster. All in all, this blaster definitely looks pretty darn awesome. I know I've said that a lot, but it is definitely the selling point of this thing, is the cosmetics of it. So keep that in mind if you're interested in purchasing this. I mean, it is a mainly cosmetic blaster. You should be able to get some good performance out of it. I don't know what the cage geometry is yet. We'll have to crack this open at some point to find out, but hopefully it's compatible with a Strife would be the ideal situation, or another blaster. I'm sure whatever it is, there'll be a cage to put in it that's a little more high crush and will give this thing more performance. But yeah, this is a pretty cool blaster. Let's go ahead and fire it off a few times, why don't we? Rev it up. So it definitely doesn't seem to be hitting super hard, although that may just be me being used to modified flywheel blasters. But very smooth, everything seemed nice there for the first few shots. So let's go ahead, take it outside, put over the chronograph in the range, and see what kind of performance it's getting. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and put some shots over the chronograph with the Revoltinator. We'll go ahead and shoot off the 18 Elite darts that it comes with, and then we will shoot off some Adventure Force waffles, which are honestly my go-to dart right now. And I know Nerf wants you to use their darts, but this is where it's at, guys. I promise you that this is a much better dart and way cheaper. You can get 500 of these for $20. Like, what can you get? Like maybe 70, 80 Nerf Elite darts for 20 bucks. I don't even know what they cost anymore, but such a better deal. So let's go ahead and put some shots over the chronograph. 61, 63, 68, 61, 68, 62, 62, 58, 60, 60, 68, 64, 65, 58, 66, 68. All right, that's enough of those. Adventure Force waffles. We lost the jam door there. So I'm not going to count that one because the jam door slid open, which is not good. If it doesn't latch, that's bad with the locks they put in here. Now, if you modify that and take that lock out, no issues. But that does, that's not good that slides open so easily. So let's try again. 57, 62, 66, 67, 65, 67, 66, 68, 69, 65, 50, 54, 72, 69, and that's it. So, I mean, performance was pretty much the same between the two darts, but the flight pattern, man, those Adventure Force waffles fly so much straighter. So let's go ahead and check out those ranges. So that's the one where it kind of shut off, so we won't count that one. But looks like the darts all landed in between 33 feet here. We got one Adventure Force, a bunch of Elite darts right here, a few more Adventure Force darts here about 36 to 37 feet, but most of those were Elite darts. The Adventure Force actually outperformed the Elite darts, and I think that's just because they're more aerodynamic and they fly straighter. So I would say most of the Adventure Force darts actually went from 38 to 44 feet. We did have a few Elite darts come up past that, about 45 and 48, and one at 51. Oh, and another one up here at 54. So you could, it's just a lot more inconsistent with the Elite darts, and definitely, you know, not as accurate, but we all know that already. I think people, if you don't know about the Adventure Force Waffle, I highly recommend checking them out. I'll put a link in the description of where you can pick some of these up, because they're definitely worth trying. So let's go back inside and I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, you guys, so the Revoltinator may be hitting just a tad under that Elite average, around 70 FPS. That may have to do with I was not able to actually put brand new AA batteries in here, although this one had not been played with at all because it never hit the shelves. Well, I guess they could have played with it while packaging and all that stuff, so I guess I can't promise you that, but nevertheless, it may get a tad bit better performance if I put brand new or better alkaline batteries in here. Probably just the brand of batteries may make a tad bit of difference, but nevertheless, it's going to get maybe around 70 FPS or a tad under. The blaster felt pretty good. The jam door issue is a little weird. I feel like the way they've designed this is not the best, and it's kind of surprising to me because they usually make that much better, but this just really only has like a little nub of plastic there holding that down, so that could easily just fly open or get hit, you know, while like on your moving around or something, could just get hit open, and then if you're actually facing zombies and you can't fire because your jam door's open, that's no good. That's why I recommend modifying your blasters. But nevertheless, same ergonomic issue with the grip, pretty tight to an adult size hand. I know this isn't made for adults, but it can be adult, you know, friendly, I guess, to make it a little nicer to everybody. But yeah, just a little cramp there, so know that if you're wanting to use this for like a long duration game or something like that, it may get a little uncomfortable. The carry handle is a little flimsy, I noticed when I was carrying it around. I don't know, it's a little weird. I don't know why it's like that. Maybe it's just the design of it. This plastic may be a little weaker. I don't know, but just something to note. It could easily get broken or something like that if you hit it the wrong way. But the other plastic seems very solid, normal Nerf plastic. Definitely the coolest thing about this blaster, though, is obviously the cosmetics. The light up features is awesome. The sounds is cool if you like sounds. I wish you could turn the sounds off. Usually when I modify something like this, I put an on-off switch for those sounds, because you might want to be stealthy when facing zombies. I don't know. If you think sound, I guess, attracts zombies, then maybe not use a flywheel blaster anyways. But nevertheless, I do really like that they've moved into this realm for Zombie Strike. I think it's super cool, and I hope they come out with some other flywheel powered light up blasters, you know, in the Zombie Strike line. I wish they would do this in a lot of lines. They really have only done it with the Star Wars blasters, and I think it's just super fun and a pretty awesome gimmick. And that light up Nerf logo is pretty sweet. Let's look at that again. Yeah. That's pretty cool. So, all in all, I think this blaster is a good choice if you really like the look of it. If you're okay with the smaller grip, you know, I think it's a decent choice. Maybe pick it up on sale if you're not completely sold with it. I picked it up on sale from Target because they do the buy two get one free sometimes. They also just have random sales, and once the blaster's been out on shelves for like a year, usually it's on sale always. So I got it a little cheaper than the $49.99 retail. It was like $46, and then I obviously got the buy two get one free. So yeah, you know, not a bad blaster for the price, I guess. You know, even a Strife costs at least $30 these days. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the review. Don't forget to smash that like button if you haven't already. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Ring the bell for notifications. And as always, guys, peace out.